Information Station 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Kelli Hart is in the studio bringing her effervescence to all of us, as she does on the magazine. We get you once a week. The magazine is 36 days a month.
Be your man tonight.
Is it?
36 days.
It feels like it.
Gave it an extra few
Sure.
days. Good morning, Kelli. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm wonderful.
The new magazine, is it out yet?
Ta-da!
Oh, there it
yes,
is.
It is. I brought
Who's
a
she?
stack.
Who's on the cover?
So this is one of our 40 under 40 winners, which were announced finally this month. You know, we start this thing months ago because we have to open up nominations, and then we have to narrow it down, and then they're very busy people out doing things, which is why they get this recognition, and so it's hard to kind of hammer them down to have them all come in for pictures, and so it's a lot of organization. So we started this months ago, so the winners knew. They've been knowing for maybe 2 or 3 months.
Secrecy?
They were sworn to secrecy, yes, or else. And so far we've never had to do the or else part of the gig, so they just do what we say, which is nice because we don't want it ruined. We want the reveal to kind of be nice for them and nice for our readers and nice for all the hard work that we put into making this thing happen. So if you turn to, let me see what page it is here in the book.
You know what I like? I can't see them all yet, but the design behind the portraits, that's nice, whatever that is.
So we have a new creative director at Ocala Magazine. We had Phil was our creative director for a good while, and his wife got a promotion that moved them and their family to Georgia. And we have a new creative director. Her name is Elle, and she is just absolutely phenomenal.
Nice. That's
Such
a nice
great
look.
Piece of the puzzle for what makes Ocala Magazine excellent, and all of the illustrations behind the person on the cover is all done by her. She did that all herself.
That is nice.
Yeah, so it's very nice that she's able to do those things and be creative. She's very young and energetic, and you'll see. I think that you'll start to notice a shift in the design style of Ocala Magazine, which will be for the better because she's just got a lot of knowledge and a lot of great ideas.
Gosh.
So it's very exciting. Yeah, we're very, very excited. So right now she's getting in the groove of things, being new, but already her first issue out, it's just spectacular. So we're very happy to have her.
Do the recipients get a portrait of themselves? Do they get a
photograph?
photograph?
Yes. So we will send them, now that they've seen this and the book is out, we'll send them all, of course, pictures of themselves. We've also started putting out some candid, like behind the scenes pictures of each one every day throughout the month of July, and attached to that picture is a full bio that just tells a lot more about them, what they do both professionally and personally, if they have hobbies, what songs they like to listen to. So it really helps you connect with these business people on a personal level and see what they like to do for fun, which is very nice because it really humanizes them. So this is Erin, who's one of our 40 under 40 recipients, and she is on the cover and just beautiful, absolutely spectacular. But all of the pictures inside you'll see are designed in a real fun way, and all of the backgrounds correspond with what they do for a living, and so it's really a lot of fun.
And tell me, what does Erin do? What does she do?
Well, let me tell you. She's the director. I don't want to get these things wrong. There's so many of them. She's the director of partner engagement at the Ocala Chamber and Economic Partnership.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's a title for
Well,
it.
wow, that's a quality assignment right there.
Yeah, I mean, all 40 of these people are so diverse in what they do and who they are as people, and it's so fun every year to be able to bring them in one by one to the magazine and get to see their excitement, because they're very honored, because this is, the nominations come from the community. I mean, we strictly pull from people who write to us throughout the year and say, this person's doing great things, this person's doing amazing things. And it's very hard for us to kind of narrow down, but it helps, if someone's already been a 40 under 40 recipient, then they're not qualified because they've already done it. So it's a one-shot kind of a deal. And we have people who write to us and say, please pick this person, his 40th birthday is coming up and this is his last chance to
Oh no.
this is his last chance to be
Last
considered. So those are always fun, but it's nice to hear what other people have to say.
AARP has a magazine. They could do one.
Ooh, they could.
The 60 under 60.
They could definitely do 80 under 80. Yeah, I know. That's something I could look forward to, right? So it's a lot of fun, and we do this every single year, and we have an opportunity to network with new people and meet new people. It has actually bridged some really nice relationships for the magazine. We have ended up with freelance writers. We have ended up just doing business to business with other people because we've met them through the 40 under 40, which is always very nice. And not anything that is paid for. It is based
is there a reason you're bringing that up?
There is a reason that I'm bringing that up, Larry, and I would like to segue into another wonderful and fun thing that Ocala Magazine does and has done for at least 25 years now, and that is our Best of the Best Awards. And the reason I bring that up is because I posted last week that we were getting ready to kick off open nominations. So what we will be doing through July and maybe even part of August is just opening up on Facebook the ability for people in the community to suggest either new categories that maybe we've not done in the past or particular people and businesses that should be considered for nomination in all of our categories.
Right.
And we've been doing this for years, and luckily social media has really helped because at one time Best of the Best was if you recall, some magazines have the little tear-off index card type thing.
Right.
And you'd have to write it in and send it in, and there was some person, bless their heart, who had to keep track of all those and tally them up. And now we're able to accept nominations and information through social media, and then we put out a survey towards the end of the year, and that survey, all of the results go to a third party, and then we collect the results at the end. And in December, every December, we announce our Best of the Best. And it's very important to us that we do this because it's one way that we're able to recognize small businesses in our community. And it is not strictly our advertisers, it is any person who is nominated and who is being recognized in the community. And this is something we've been doing for years and years and years, and we do not charge for. And the reason that that's important that I say that is because the Ocala Star Banner, who I appreciate and support, has just last year started doing their own Best of the Best awards, and they call it Best of the Best, exactly as we do. And they start their nominations and things right around the same time that we do.
No.
So it almost has mirrored what we've been doing now for 25 plus years. And so the reason that I say this is not to knock what the Star Banner is doing, because it's always great to recognize small businesses that are working hard. But what makes ours different is this. We believe that the nominations and the recognition should be authentic and should come from the people in the community who are the customer. We also believe that it should be authentic in the way that there is no way to buy into this thing. We do not make you pay to enter this thing. There is no pay a little bit more and be guaranteed a little bit more type of thing. And that's what the banner does. And
so how much does it cost?
I'm not sure, because if you look at the flyer they post online, it says, if you want to be, I'll pull up the flyer. How about that?
So is it best?
Because I don't want to speak.
So is it really Best of the Rich? I mean, do you become best because you're the richest? You don't know.
I don't know how this thing works, but I do have.
You're just trying to be gentle here.
I'm trying to be gentle. But what I'm trying to do is protect our readers. If somebody walks, if the Star Banner goes into a business and they present them with this opportunity and that person feels like this is good for their business, I cannot fault that transaction. But I have readers to protect. And last year there was a lot of confusion. The Ocala Magazine actually filtered a great deal of calls that people were very upset that we were charging all of a sudden for this thing that we've never charged for. And I had to facilitate and do some damage control on that and let people know that is absolutely not Ocala Magazine. It's the Ocala Star Banner, and it was very confusing. And it would have just been nice had they just come up with a different name. The Star Banner's Best.
Best of the Rich. I got a name for them.
Yeah, Best of the Paying.
Best of the Rich.
So here's what you can do. If you want to just get on the ballot
right.
at Ocala Magazine,
right.
you have to be nominated to just get on the ballot.
Period.
You have to have people,
Somebody
customers
say,
that you've made happy, which
Right.
means you've been doing a great job,
Okay.
and that'll get you on the ballot. But if you want to just get on the ballot with the Ocala Star banner, you
Yes.
can call for pricing.
For pricing?
Yes.
Oh, we don't know how much?
We don't know how much. So, but you have to call for pricing. So if you wanna vote for me at Ocala Magazine, the way that you vote is we put out a survey, and we have the most top 5 nominated businesses within those categories, but we also have an open slot. So in the event there's another business who may have been overlooked or not nominated, you can write that person in. It costs nothing. All you have to do is take a few moments to do the survey. However, if you want to be guaranteed votes
Yes.
with the
Can you make
Ocala
up your
Star
own
banner,
survey? Can you make up a survey? I'm in a category? Because I got a category.
well, we open that up on Facebook for category nominations. Because once a survey is created, then we can't create a category because then there'd be no, you know what I mean?
I've had one for a few years, and I don't think anybody likes it.
Well, when we open that up on Facebook, make sure you put it down there.
All right. It's best of the beast. I just think the best animal. Like
That would be nice.
The best animal in the whole county.
Okay, that would be a really
Not
good
the
one.
best type of animal, but the best.
It would be fun to photograph the winner.
Because it could be the cobra.
Could be. But let's say you want to get votes with the Star banners, best of the best. You can call for pricing, and if you've just got to win, there's an opportunity, and the title is actually called "Gotta Win," which gives you right. Which and there's only one per category, so I guess technically, yeah, you'd have a really great shot at winning if you're the only one there. And
Oh no.
and if you just got to win, you can also call for pricing. So my point is this: I want everyone to know that I'm not knocking the Star banner. I'm a little disappointed that when it came time for this panel of people to come up with a name, they couldn't come up with a name that was not going to compete with what Ocala Magazine's been doing for years. But at the same time, it's business, and I understand that in people's confusion, thinking that it's possibly ours, and because it's prestigious
Well,
and people look
makes
forward to
sense.
it, they may buy into there. So I just am protecting my readers and letting them know that we have done this every year, and we will never ask you for money. So
have you ever seen Linda get mad?
Oh gosh,
She doesn't seem like she's the type who gets mad.
Oh, I've never seen her get mad.
What happened? What did she
But I
look
have
like when
seen
she got
her-
this news? What did she do?
Well, okay, so Larry, it's frustrating because Linda has been in business since 1980. In fact, Ocala Magazine is celebrating our 37th anniversary this month.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. One owner, same town. She's been doing it, and she's been doing it right. You know, even when times are hard and the economy is rough, she has maintained somehow. And in maintaining, one of the things you always have to be doing, and this is I've learned from Linda, is constantly be innovating, changing with the trends, knowing the forecast of what is happening in the magazine world. And we spend a lot of time doing that. We spend money doing that. We go to conferences. We do research in doing that, so that we can create projects and we can create editorial, and we can always be on the cutting edge of what is new. So yes, it is frustrating when we have been doing those things and kind of blazing a trail only for other publications to come in and see what we're doing and think, oh, that's working, so let's do the exact same thing.
Right.
We try to look at it as imitation is a form of flattery, but there comes a point where it's no longer flattery, it's just outright aggravating. We work really diligently to be unique and original, and we would just recommend other publications do the same. And so when it becomes an issue that people are confused, when readers are sincerely upset and they're confused and they feel like they are being taken advantage of, that's when we have to speak out.
Well, and you know what else it does too? It makes if you think that they paid to be at the top of the list, you don't even care to read it anymore. You don't even want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to win. You know,
Why?
here, Larry, here's $10. Give me an award. Woo, thanks, everybody.
Because
I want
if
an
you've
award.
ever done anything where you worked really hard to win, and then the winner just had to give over the most money, and then the next question was, oh my gosh, that's great. What did they do to raise that much money? They wrote a check.
Yeah, so you know how, you of all people know how we're feeling in this.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, here's the thing. My father's been in small business for all his life. I work for a small business owner. I myself was a small business owner.
I met a guy who knew your dad the other day, by the way.
Yeah?
Another sawmill guy, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they would all know each other.
I
There's
guess I
only
know.
a few of them, right?
Yeah.
But it's important to me when I had my small business and I watched the way Linda runs hers and I watched the way my dad runs his, and it's based on hard work and it's based on ethics. And when I had my small business, if I got any type of recognition or accolades, I wanted to have earned it. And I feel the same should go for any kind of best of the best awards. I feel like the businesses who, bust their hump all year long, who are providing great customer service, who treat their customers with respect, those are the people that deserve to be on a nomination list and not the person who can stroke the check. That is just my opinion.
I like
and I
that.
am legally entitled to it.
I like that.
And so that's what we do. And that's the whole
I just
entire...
got two great phrases. Bust your hump
Bust
and
your
stroke
hump
your check.
and stroke your check.
Sounds like a rap
Happy
song.
Friday, right?
Sounds like a rap song.
Well, that may be a side gig if the right person comes along. But that's just what we're based on. And yesterday I debated. I said nothing last year, and finally yesterday on Facebook on my personal page, I did make a statement that cleared up the difference between the two because people are they're freaking
Any response
confused.
to that post?
I got a lot of response from customers who said, that they got calls, they were confused. Had I not have posted, they otherwise wouldn't have known. They had been
really?
approached and
They
asked
didn't
for money.
know.
So and that's my whole point. Again, it is not to say, shame on the Star Banner. If they feel shamed, then that's for them to feel. But I just know that I have a job to do as an editor of a 37-year-old publication, and that's to make sure that we communicate clearly to our readers to let them know that what we do will never require them to pay. The only time you're going to have to pay to be in Ocala Magazine is if you want to advertise.
Ad, sure.
And that's our business. That's how we
that's
get
what you
paid
do.
for
Same as
our
us.
work, and that's how we pay our bills, and that is business. Beyond that, when we have contests, when we do things like 40 Under 40 or Best of the Best, this is our way of saying thank you and giving back to the community. And we don't believe that we can do that by then saying, oh, and by the way, it's going to cost you a little money. We don't believe in that. But that's just Ocala Magazine. That's just our way, and we're darn proud of it. So
take a little break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. This is The Source, and Kelli Hart is on from Ocala Magazine. This segment is called Ocala Magazine Radio.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, high 92 to 95. A shower thunderstorm Friday evening, otherwise patchy clouds, low 74 to 78. Saturday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 91 to 93. Sunday, we'll see sun mixing with clouds with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 90 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
All right, 25 minutes after 10 o'clock, let's return to Ocala Magazine Radio. The new Ocala Magazine is really a pretty issue.
Thank you. Well, we thought it looked very fresh and
I like
summery.
the look on what's her name, Erin?
Erin.
Is she in the magazine with a different pose?
Yeah.
I thought I saw another picture of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, different pose.
Different pose there.
Yeah, so that's a nice pose for the cover. I just think that one hair...
Isn't it beautiful the way her hair just fell beautifully?
Wonderful. You guys really are creative.
Thank you.
And is that Paula Abdul on the back? Who's on the back?
Paula Abdul. Oh, no.
Who is that?
I said Jennifer Lopez when I saw it at first. I'm like,
it's just a model? We don't know.
Yeah, this is one of Tina Chandra's happy patients.
Oh, it's a patient.
With a beautiful smile.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is a very lovely issue, as always.
What else is it?
I'm a little biased, but so we've got our 40 under 40, which is very fun. So get your hands on that because you'll want to see. We also have a really great story in there called Pool of Tears, which is about the debacle that's happening with Ocala Aquatics out at the college. And Ocala Magazine was able to talk to the college and kind of get their side and talk to Delee Perry and get her feelings on this. And she was, I think everybody who reads the story will really appreciate just how classy Delee was about her delivery of her answers. I mean, she really was... I think just very positive in nature and very neutral, where I would think, I thought about it myself, and I thought to myself, what if something, my dad had worked really, really, really hard, and then they named something after him, and it had been there and was such a big staple in the community, and then somebody was trying to get rid of it, for lack of better words. I would be ticked off, because I love my dad and I know what a great man he is. But Delee was just so eloquent in her answers, and I really appreciated that about her. And I feel like everybody was. Keith Chartrand wrote the story, and Keith is one of our great writers.
He is.
And he's able to deliver things very neutrally. So when I'm a little passionate about something, I will pass it to Keith because I know that Keith will write it in a manner that just delivers the facts. He's like just the facts, man, that kind of a thing.
He really is.
Where I'm a little more passionate. Can you tell?
You have to hold on to him.
He's great, yes, and we appreciate him. And stories like this
Time
are perfect
Magazine
for
is
him.
going to come knocking on his door.
Yeah, he's just great. I mean, he interviews people. He's level-headed, and he delivers the facts. And I think anyone who reads the story will read simply the facts. We gave everyone an opportunity to speak, everyone an opportunity to kind of give their side. And we hope that what we'll do is maybe just kind of initiate a fire under some people that maybe are able to help. And that's what we do. So there's also a wonderful story in there on the Florida State Fire College. They do a lot more than I even realized that they did out there. So that's a lot of fun. Great story, beautiful layout as well. And then for brides-to-be, there's a fun story that I wrote called Venue by Design, and it breaks down what venues might be great for you based on your personality type.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, and that was really fun to write because I had to think about all the different places and all the different personality types and kind of bridge them togetger. So that was fun. It was not like anything I've ever written.
We had a story today. The bride chose her grandmother, I think, to be her... What do you call the little girl that brings the flowers? The
flower girl.
The flower girl. 92-year-old lady.
Oh my God! I bet it was cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, well, that's special.
Yeah.
Well, and every year in July we do something very specific to wedding venues, because just based on when people are getting engaged, the time of year, and then when they start to plan, this is a very heavy planning period when it comes to planning your wedding. And so maybe it's because things slow down and people finally have time to sit down and plan. I'm not really sure, but Maybe one day I'll find out. And so I'll be able to do that myself. But we're very excited to be celebrating 37 years at Ocala Magazine. And we want everyone to like us on Facebook, because throughout the month, we're going to be giving away a lot of really great prizes simply because you've supported us for 37 years. And we want to say thank you. So make sure you get your copies. They're out being distributed today. It will be online soon. And you can also subscribe to us. Just go to our Facebook page, and there's a little button you click, and you give us your first name and email, and you'll have the Ocala Magazine delivered straight to your email every month.
Got it. I'm
All right.
there. I
Thanks
am a member.
Thanks so much, Larry.
Thank you, Kelly. All right, we will take a little break. Be right back.
The rock and roll is gonna suit my soul. I don't care about no rock and jive. Just wanna be your man tonight. Oh, Ocala, baby.
Fox News Radio.